Here I am in the kitchen, and today we're going to have a kitchen adventure, a little experiment, suspense, not knowing if it's going to turn out well in practice, but in theory, what I'm going to make, in my estimation, is one nutrition bomb. Maybe one of the healthiest meals that I can conceive of. And if it comes out delicious, that will be a big, big plus. I'm going to combine two of the most nutritious foods that I know, the most nutrient-dense foods with the widest variety of nutrients that we need. The first of those is an egg. And you know how I feel about eggs. I eat them every day, 4 or 5 eggs every day, 6 eggs maybe, at least 4. And the unknown part of this equation is Wild Planet canned, wild-caught sockeye salmon from Alaska. And this is going to be mixed in with my eggs, scrambled style. It should be pretty quick and easy to make. So we'll start by turning on the cooktop to medium-high heat. And we'll put some butter in the pan. Nice big pat of butter. Wow, just about right what I had left. About a 1-inch piece, and we'll let that start to melt in the pan. We want to scramble the eggs. We're going to beat them up first, so let's get cracking. Get it? Let's get cracking. Okay, I'm using the pasture-raised eggs from Sam's Club, nice brown, presumably as healthy as they sell at Sam's. About $5 for 18 of them. Not expensive, not expensive. So let's break these eggs. Nice yellow, dark yellow yolks, which is a good sign. 2, we're going to make 5 of these today. 3, and 4. And while I'm doing this, let me just direct you, when you're done with this video, and you have a second, to watch a video I'm going to put the link in the description for, titled, What Happens to My Body When I Eat 4 Eggs a Day? It is one of the most complete descriptions of the nutrient profile of an egg. And if you don't think it's a good thing to eat eggs, assuming you don't react poorly to them, you will start eating eggs after you watch this video. So I implore you, watch that video. Now comes an essential, an absolutely essential part of my routine, and that is, excuse me while I beat my eggs. And my right hand, after my stroke, is functioning so well now that I can really do a job with my right hand. Put a touch of Redmond's real salt in the eggs, and here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Now, we have the salmon. And let's get us a small mixing bowl or a bowl that we can use. Can opener, something that I don't use very often is a can opener anymore. And let's see what we've got. Now, there's a lot of liquid in here, and I don't want to put all the liquid in the eggs themselves. So I'm going to drain the liquid out because it's full of nutrients, and I don't want to throw it away, but I don't want to use it in this particular dish. So I'll take a custard cup, and after I'm all done, I'll put that away. Probably put it away in the refrigerator and use it in the future. A great addition to a fish stock or even a chicken stock or anything that requires liquid in the recipe that would go along with the salmon paste. Now, this is the first time I've used this can opener since I had my stroke, and it's a little cumbersome with the right hand, but it does work. It does work, and we're almost there. You know, make the best of what you got. Now let's pour the liquid into this, because that liquid is chock full of nutrients. Just chock full of nutrients. Doesn't look like that much, but there's so much in there. Healthy fats, collagen. Perfect, perfect. So we're going to save that. I'm going to just put that aside, and we're going to save that for some future project. Then we're going to dump the contents of this into here. Perfect. And rinse that before I throw it in the trash can. How's this coming? This is getting hot. Okay, very good. I'll turn the burner off for a second. I'm going to get myself a rubber glove. Like surgery, because this could get messy, and I'm going to use a rubber glove. There's a sound that'll disturb any man, the snapping of a rubber glove. I want to mash this stuff up real good because I want to be able to have it mix in nicely with the eggs. I'm going to use the whole can of this salmon in this dish. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it in the pan. I'm going to start cooking a little bit. Get it all in there. Perfect. Unglove myself here. Take a spatula and just spread it out all over the bottom of the pan in the butter. Get it nice and flat. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. Since this salmon is already cooked in the can, I'm going to take the egg. I'm going to pour it over the top of the salmon. Turn the burner back on. And just get that all around. And now it's just as simple as making scrambled eggs. So, as soon as it starts to cook, we'll start to scramble it up. Let's see, here we go. It's the first time I've done this, so this is an adventure for both of us. All right, let's see. Let's just start moving this stuff around. Get it all mixed in real good. The egg's starting to solidify. Don't want to overcook it. So I don't know whether you'd call this salmon with eggs or eggs with salmon. Start flipping it a little bit. Not a difficult dish to make, not very time consuming, and maybe one of the most nutrient dense meals with virtually everything. Everything. You could live on this. There's nothing missing in nutrients and vitamins and electrolytes and minerals and proteins and healthy fats. And the nice thing about this dish is that the fat profile, the correct amount of fat in this dish is exactly what you need. About half by weight, about half fat and half everything else. So you're going to get all your fat. Not only do you get that fat, but as you can see in the frying pan, it's soaked up the butter. So you got the butter, and when we're done, we should end up with a relatively clean pan that can be wiped out very simply with a paper towel and won't require much more cleaning. So there we have it. It's almost done. Let's chop it up a little bit. A little bit one more time, and then plate it, and then taste it and see if it actually turned out really delicious, because we tend to view in our society food as pleasure, the purpose of food and recipes and cooking. We often forget about the nutrition end of it, which is really why we eat. And we focus on the taste and the pleasure and the comfort and everything else. To me, a win-win situation is where you have a nutrition bomb that turns out to be a real treat as well. I mean, how do you get any better than that? So we're going to put this on the plate. This is probably going to be my one meal of the day. There's a lot of food here. Look at the amount of food. Wow, wow, wow. And the pan is relatively clean. This is a lot of food, and it's hot, but, and I don't know if it's the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but, wow, I don't think you can actually do much better than this if you're looking for a nutritious meal. All right, while that cools a little bit, I will wash out some of the utensils here. And this is all the cleanup there is. Wash out some of the utensils. There we go. All right, got that. Wash out the smelly can. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smelly can, put my smelly glove in it, put the cap back on it, and put it in my garbage bag, which I use to hold things that are garbage and might smell, and that keeps the smell out of the trash can until I actually throw it away. So there we go. We have this here to wash out. Rinse that out. Wash it in a little soap and water later. Wash the can opener. We got to put this away. I'll do that later. And let me get a fork and the all-important drumroll moment, the taste test. Wow, look at all that food. Okay, here we go. Let's try. Wish me luck. That is actually a treat. That is really, really good. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. If I said this is really good, now this, excuse me, this salmon I get from Amazon, comes in a case of 12, ends up costing you about $6 for, I think it's 15 ounces, almost a pound. It's healthy, it's delicious. I make this, I use this salmon to make my salmon cakes mixed with pork rind crumbs and fried in bacon grease. Those are one of my other favorite things other than a normal carnivore fare, which I have once in a while. So there it is. And now I'm going to really enjoy it. And before it gets cold, I'm going to get to it. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. Hope you want to try this dish. Take the rest of the day off and eat meat and a salmon and egg. Nutrition spectacular.